Alright, I'm out riding the bike for the second time this week. My fourth ride of 2019. Out here rambling on the road to work. Nice back roads out here. Doesn't look like the roads are too salty up on this route here. I haven't been up this way all year yet. But looks like the school kids are already getting out. We're just cruising along right now. Hopefully that bus is actually waiting for me. It'll hold up the other traffic. That's pretty good. I won't have to stop every other house. But yeah, we're just cruising Route 29 south. We're not going south, but we're on good south. But just cruising along, enjoying the music played by Crusher Maverick. And we're heading toward Mayville on the back roads, like I said. Kind of talking to myself and whoever else tunes into my channel. I always appreciate the support. I love when people comment, even if it's just to give me a thumbs up. No, let me know they're watching. But this route is this route here out of Westfield to Mayville, I take this quite a bit. I try to avoid Route 86, the highway, as much as I can in the summertime if I have a chance. I mean, 86, I get stuck on it all winter long, and whenever the weather's crappy and I gotta get going, you know, that's obviously it's the quickest way to go. It's just after a while it gets boring, especially when you drive it 5 or 6 days a week, you know. And I work summertime, of course. I'm only working 3 days a week this summer. I have my Friday ride days off. I took every Thursday off to work on the fair lane. I'm thinking I might take the whole week off. We have Roar on the Shore, and of course Roar on the Shore doesn't actually start till Wednesday, but Harley Davidson, a bike week, kind of starts that weekend before, and they go through the weekend of that weekend after, about 7 or 8 days. But some friends of ours, they have a band. They only get together now and play like once a year, but they used to play all the time. And I think the last time I saw them was at Harley Davidson, a bike week. They were one of the bands, like on a Wednesday night or something. But I may ride down with my neighbor. He's talking about riding a little bit more. He's got I think it's a 15 or a 16 Street Glide. Really nice bike, but he never rides. You know, unfortunately he's single. His wife passed away of cancer a few years ago. He's a really nice guy. They had a son together, and he has a bunch of stepsons that are older. One of them's a police officer, and but yeah, he's a really nice guy. He's been single for a long time. I know he wants to meet somebody, but he's been retired. He's actually he told me yesterday, I was talking to him for a little bit, he's 68 years old, but if you looked at him you'd never know. He's got his own gym in his house, and his wife was actually a competition bodybuilder. She was really nice. I never really got to meet her too much. I kind of just first moved out to NEPA and started dating my wife not too long before she died. So, but anyway, yeah, he has a Street Glide. It's lowered, a really nice Street Glide. Starting to fog up a little bit. I was moving along pretty good. I got stuck behind this stupid van. I'm gonna have to wait to pass him. But Chautauqua Lake's way over there off to the right. That's another route I generally take, but I'm taking the full country route today. Not too many semis out this way. Like I said, this is more farmland. We're kind of out of that region of where all the grapes are now. We're kind of over the hill, and not too many grapes going in this direction. You'll see more cornfields and cows. But watch out for these holes. This section was bad last year. They patched it pretty good, but I know there's a couple butt buster potholes if you don't see them. But nice up and down, a little bit of curvy. This is heading toward Sinclairville and then to Jamestown. I think I may swing in through Falconer if I have time. I've got about an hour and 10 minutes before I have to be to work. I've gone about 28 miles. But actually, if I were to make a left turn, I'm going to have to do that on another day. There's another overlook that overlooks Lake Erie. It's right on the top of that hill. It's kind of like what the hell is this car doing? people driving on the wrong side of the road. Yes, you're getting your mail, but Jesus Christ, get off your ass and walk. Park the car. But we got a nice clear skies today. It's actually getting warmer as I get closer to Jamestown. Say it's oh, there's still some snow here up in the hills. But I know my buddy called me earlier. He was saying it was already 43 at like like 9 o'clock this morning, something like that when I talked to him. It was only like 34 at that time. Northeast got up to 43. If you look at my Instagram from earlier when I did my my walk and my run, it only got up to 43, but it's actually getting warmer now. My phalanges are starting to warm up. I got my regular gloves on. And of course, I got my chaps and my my level 2 riding gloves and the Viking saddlebags. Shameless promotion. But speaking of Viking saddlebags, they contacted me on Instagram the other day, and they're going to go ahead and post a link to my review of their tank bag, which I'm happy to see. I know I'm not sure how people feel about my videos when I do my reviews. I don't do a normal review, you know. I don't sit at a table and I like to joke around. Like I said, if you're watching my videos enough times now, you know I like to joke around and I'm not too serious about anything. You know, other than that time I was complaining about my GoPro. But I'm generally pretty jovial. I make fun of situations that you really shouldn't make fun of. Well, that's kind of the way I deal with things.
Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself.
This is kind of a cool house up here too, actually. I don't know. It reminds me of Addams Family. Maybe the Munsters. If it was all black. That's cool. I like that house. Old school. We're getting pretty close to town already. It's 3 o'clock. We still got way to go. That's a cool view though. It's almost like a little roller coaster. You gotta watch it at the bottom of this turn. You get down to the bottom here and it curves to the left, and there's actually the like a landfill up at the top of the hills there. Landfill, and then there's a little airport up there too, Jamestown Airport. But I know this corner, even in the summertime when we haven't had the gravel and crap out on the roads, we still got gravel and stuff on this corner here. And of course, you got to watch out for all the traffic. They don't pay attention at this intersection too often. I'm officially over 8,000 miles on the Scout 60 now too. March 30th is when I actually purchased this last year. It was still in the crate. I didn't end up riding it home from Indian of Erie until like a week or so later in April. And of course, I ended up riding home that day in a little bit of snow. There is no snow on the ground, but I know I went from my Vulcan 900, had the full fairing and all that stuff on it. I rode home with no windshield and no lowers and nothing. I was freezing. But got to ride this thing home, and it's been a joy ever since. This is a really nice section of 382 that I'm riding on right now. Heading into, we'll just say we're heading into Falconer, New York. Which I lived in Falconer for about a year before I met my wife. Up here on the left was an old drive-in. It's been closed for years. They still got the screen up there. But it's Sister's Restaurant. Man, they painted that weird. They painted it a weird color again. But they make a pretty good fish fry there. A pretty decent breakfast. I know a lot of the truck drivers like to take this back route between whatever they're coming from that way in Jamestown and Falconer. There's some weird people in there though, man. My buddy and I, we went in there to eat. We used to go there to eat on Fridays to get the fish fry in the fall. And man, it's like you're walking into some place you're not supposed to be. they just sit there and stare at you. They look like normal people, but I don't know, some of them are kind of like the hills have eyes. Yeah, they look at us funny. I'm like, hey man, we're just in here to eat. Yeah, we're rolling underneath 86 now, and we're coming into Falconer, New York. I was able to avoid the highway for the first time this year. That's quite lovely. It's Falconer's another little town, and that's about it. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap the video up here. I'm almost to work again. I'll get to work and sit and enjoy my coffee and put my feet up until it's time to start at 4 o'clock. I still got about 45 minutes. But thanks for watching again, and hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. Try to keep this one nice and short. It's not short, I can already tell, but if I can get it under 12 minutes, that's a start. But I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.